So welcome again students. In this lecture we will discuss what is correlation, that is R. Coefficient of correlation, how to calculate this value R. This R is a correlation coefficient. Here xy is the degree of relationship of two variables that are x and y. Now this correlation coefficient values lies between -1 and to 1. R equals to 0. If you got R equals to 0, then it indicates there is no correlation between x and y, or we can say x and y are independent. If we have positive value, then we say it is perfect correlated. If it is -1, then we say it is negatively correlated, or x and y are independent. Now two methods are there, that is Card-Pearson coefficient correlation, to find the correlation coefficient with the help of Card-Pearson method. So this is the formula to find the coefficient of this correlation with the help of Pearson method, that is covariance of xy upon sigma x sigma y. Basically covariance is here if x and y are two random variables, then covariance between them is defined as expectation of x minus expectation, yes, and expectation y minus e of y, where e of x is mean of x data and e of y is mean of your y data. After solving, it comes out to be expectation xy minus ex ey. So this is the covariance here. Now come back to our point what we have discussed. So this is the formula of this covariance of xy is summation xy upon n upon summation x square upon n into summation y square upon n. What is capital X? Here capital X is your x minus x bar and y is your y minus y bar. So basically the formula is summation of x minus x bar into y minus y bar upon under root summation x minus x bar का whole square into summation y minus y bar का whole square, and n and n are cancelled, both the terms. So this is the first one of the form of this formula, and after expanding it by more this formula is also used after expanding it in this case. So these are the different terms which we used this formula in whatever case we have given according to the question. So these all forms are similar. Basically the formula for is covariance of xy upon sigma x into sigma y. The value of covariance is calculated with the help of this formula, n summation xy minus summation x summation y, and this formula. Okay, and in your the slides, the formula which are available in your slides which are already uploaded on your course structure, the formula of R is that is summation xy minus summation x summation y upon n. This is also the same form of the formula, that is covariance of xy upon sigma x sigma y. Right, now see this with the help of example how we calculate it. So here we have data x here, y here. So see how we calculate. This is the summation x. After adding the value, this is summation y, and the mean of this x value is calculated in terms of x bar, adding all values upon the total number of terms. Similarly, y bar is calculated 69. Now capital X is denoted as x minus x bar, and capital Y is taken as y minus yr. How they are computed? Then taking a difference of this x 65 and its mean value, that is 68, it comes out to be -3. Similarly we get the all values. Here also we compute the y, that is y minus y bar, from y 67 minus 69. So the values are here -2 -1. These are the values. In the now in our formula we have the product of capital X capital Y, means this is a product of x minus x bar and y minus y bar. So -3 into -2, that is 6. minus 2 minus 1 it is 2. Similarly we also need the term that is summation xy, that is adding all these products it come out to be 24. Another term that is capital X square means x minus x bar का whole square, sorry yes x minus x bar का whole square, यानी -3 का whole square 9, -2 4, and here also y square, y minus y bar का whole square. Here summation of all these x square are come out to be 36 and summation of all terms are 44. Now put all these terms in our formula, that is r is equals to summation xy upon summation x square summation y square. What is capital X? That is x minus x bar, y minus y bar. After putting all the terms with the help of this table, we got the final value of r, that is 0.6. So 0.6 is the strength of your correlation. So it is correlated, we say that it is strongly correlated. Okay, so this is one of the example. Take one more example of this which given in your slide also. Okay, a sample of 6 children was selected. Data about their age in years and weight in kilograms was recorded as shown in the following table. It is required to find the correlation between age and weight. So here these are the n number of children, n equals to 6 here. 6 children are given here and data is given in form of age and weight. So in question they want to ask how your age is correlated with the weight. So find the correlation between age and weight. So see here two variables are given, that is quantitative type variables, means you have the value of age in forms of values na, so that type of data is called quantitative type data. It is x is your independent variable and y is your dependent variable. So this is also the one of the form of your r. Basically it is a here if we take LCM of this and then it is come out the remaining similar form of r, that is summation xy minus summation x into summation y upon n. This is the similar formula which we taken in the last question. Okay, then summation x square summation x ka whole square. This is the now we create our table with what are the terms are here, that is summation of xy, summation x, summation y, summation x square, summation y square. These are the terms we need to find in this table also. Then summation x is 41, summation y is 61, summation xy is 461, summation x square is this, summation y square is this. So after putting all these values in r, we get the value of r, and this is also is closer to 1, then we say it is strong direct correlation. Okay, so in this way we find the correlation coefficient with the help of Card-Pearson coefficient method. This is called Card-Pearson coefficient method. Okay, so thank you all of you.